Julia Bradley is following the Premier and his campaign. Julia, where is the campaign headed today?
Well, Laura, this morning, Dominic Perrottet, the Premier, he has been out campaigning on the lower North Shore. So a little bit earlier, he was in the marginal electorate of Willoughby, which is held on just 3.3%. We're on the campaign bus now, once again on the road, and we're told that we will be heading to the seat of North Shore, which is another seat that the Liberal Party will be desperate to sandbag. Now, this is a seat that's held by Felicity Wilson for the Liberal Party. It is a blue ribbon seat. It's actually been held by the Liberal Party since 1991, so more than 30 years. But it's going to be a tough fight this time around, and that's because Felicity Wilson is going to be going up against a Teal independent who is backed by Climate 200. That's Helen Conway, and she's running on some of those typical Teal platforms, including climate action and integrity in politics. So we're on our way there now. We're told that Dominic Perrottet will be at a pre-poll booth with Felicity Wilson, where they'll no doubt be meeting with voters and trying to sell that message ahead of tomorrow's state election. We did catch up with Dominic Perrottet a little bit earlier, asking him how he is feeling on election eve and also whether he's hopeful the popularity of former Premier Gladys Berejiklian will rub off on the campaign for Tim James in Willoughby.
Glad's been a great servant for the people of Willoughby, and Tim has followed very well in Glad's footsteps. And I know with Tim James being elected in Willoughby, that will ensure a strong Liberal government here in New South Wales.
So after a few days in the regions, it does seem the leaders are now focusing their efforts much closer to home as election day approaches. We're told that Dominic Perrottet will possibly be heading to Western Sydney a little bit later today, possibly the seat of Penrith, which, as we know, is one of the state's most marginal.
Julia, thank you. And we are going to take you live to Chris Minns shortly. He is due to hold a media conference in the next couple of minutes or so. I can see that he's inside a train at the moment. We know that he's been talking a lot about locally made trains and ferries for that matter. But today he almost looks like a conductor. Not quite, but almost.